Welcome back to Singing of the Trigger Happy Havoc, and we're here to continue Sakura's investigation. I know, it's so sad. It's so sad. But, we gotta continue. We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Yakia, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Yeah, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. And when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she had left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? And Monokuma file said she got around noon. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry because she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I stopped her by forcing this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets. I know. Hina's account. But the fact that she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, it must be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. We got a Togami to talk to.
What?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So, you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So, you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Yakia says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Oh, then I can't prove otherwise. I have no other choice but to accept it.
Come on.
The world finished. Please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Yakia's account. Okay. We talked to Is there a 1 o'clock? According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had her on 12 noon. So roughly an hour ago. Is that when Pioka and I were moving alter ego? This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So, you gave that candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, since we got into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to give a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper. There's a blessing from the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Okay, there's more over here. The same shelf full of magazines. There are all different kinds of magazines here. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside those bottles.
so...
It's not different for your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Alright. Locker. Huh? The locker's open, and there on the inside. It's a handprint.
why?
What's the handprint doing there? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left the handprint in all the dirt.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding there in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locker was opened, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Well, why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we open the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden there until after we opened the door. So yeah, so then what does this handprint mean? Alright. There are shards of glass scattered across the chair Sakura was sitting on. And the glass is red, and these are the top and bottom sections of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Not sure it's on the floor. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle, which would mean Sakura must have been it in the handle of the Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obviously evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file especially says she hasn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Pinocchio.
That's fine.
However, our eyes have went on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to what she does.
Listen.
Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then
you should probably go talk to people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you go in my place. She decided? She's got a lot more questions since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Bye! Those other 2 probably went back to their room. Alright, we need to find the right room. Yoko, Taka, Ando, Makoto, Daika, Byakuya. I pressed the doorbell. After a few seconds.
Who's there?
The most negative word I've ever heard. Or a total disaster.
Huh? What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't even look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoying. Tucker was further out and
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I wanted to talk to you about the fact that Sakura asked me to...
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Sayaki had already told me she had asked to meet with me. What? She wanted to be with Master too? I just did too, didn't I? It's so totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Wait, well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no other choice but to accept it. Not good enough, then I'm going back to my room. That Toko quickly returned to her room. Thank you. Wait, Junko. Celeste. Sakura. Yeah, so here. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds,
You know?
What's up, Mikado? Do you need something? Yeah, actually, I wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How do you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? I'm not the only one who wanted to meet with. Olga told me herself that she has Yaki and Toko to come with, too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well... You have to be the major with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention yours, like, it's my thing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So, then you want to meet up with Sakura?
You got it all wrong!
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually...
The last time it's all over was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the next one.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. Well, while I'm here, could you show me the notes they gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Here I've seen it right in his pocket.
Hey, come on!
Oh, sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. When he big cookie smile and he pulled his hands back out of his pocket. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground, suddenly falling out of Hira's pocket. Huh?
What?
Back into the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on!
Sorry about just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I guess I know you're to meet with me, but I never went. So maybe you can give it to me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Okay, has been added. So I heard from Toko and Hiro on what next. I definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found near the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Let's do the chem lab, and then do the investigation. Did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Okay. This isn't my first time shooting this up. I just can't go over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. The last like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly right now, what's the powder that's been spilling in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to slip in it. There are footprints, and they're only in the front of the left shelf. How do those footprints relate to the scene as a whole? You might need to sketch out the floor plan. But we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go, chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So when you look at this, like this, interesting, it will appear that whoever left those footprints only have their sense at the left most. That they came in, which went straight to the shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
Those footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Were they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes on the underside for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I finally did what the actors said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? Well, with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they belong to. But these prints are really a valuable clue. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this what all the powder came from? It looks like the can has a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been...
So in other words...
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is what had happened, it must be related to the case somehow. C4. Let's see, what's on the shelf? They're all kind of dietary supplements and different medicines. Protein drinks we found in the record probably came from that shelf. All the containers of the shelf were labeled with letter A and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle here that labeled Chem C9. Could someone have been here on accident? Well, so on this shelf is... It looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're rigidists. Put simply, they're using chemicals to bring about a chemical reaction. But how have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must be truly useless. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? Using studying science and mathematics is no particular application in the real world?
That's fine.
The world of a lifelong loser, which I suppose he said well. I didn't consider that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit for B. So I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about the shelf. On the shelf, one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons, other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Let's say slugs with 3 sections. Section A, a dietary supplement. Section B has regenerative. Section C has filled with chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. Well, what was the poison of poison? What was the bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Okay, let me get some more meal into. Oh, the powder itself! There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. Better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good look around the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem Grade C4. Well, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the position of the prints, which it was only went to the left side of the shelf, according to the archive, the powder would have had to been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe we should take a look around at the rec room. Where can I go? It's be obvious over here. It's over here.
I see.
Sakura, I meant you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Bye. That's the rec room.
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I was looking at what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they both claim they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying?
Anyway,
Well, I made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'll do well to look them over one more time. So this is Sakura's body. According to Kyoko, there's something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't gonna help you figure anything out. Well, I know, but
Hey.
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't swear without touching the dead body. She was completely emotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although, there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I say dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So,
I imagine it because I have plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Can I show you?
correct.
See that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
The powder and food. It's food number 1.
Hey,
Next is the winter head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that is incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just
It would seem...
Clear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, what do you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands are spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Then the magazine. Havoc said the magazine shell was hidden a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? The magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine for a favor. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold-blooded letters. And it says Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it will appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
So,
It's indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message?
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, this is Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. What the heck? Well, she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive
So,
you.
she's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to get order the killer. I can see why you think that, but this seems too easy. If anything, these things that much more suspicious. And then Sabata. I think Yoko says she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, you're sure to find it. They're all chess pieces! Correlation. Hey Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is? I
so,
don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer! I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle.
hey,
Actually, there's one thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I like to do experiments to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway.
You gather all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle, try to get the smaller pieces too. Well, are you sure it's okay to mess with that crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I actually done a thorough investigation, so it's fine, and the obnoxious Byakuya not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the camera. Well, I'm done trying to gather up all the class. Is that Kyoko with the room? I really don't know what this is about, but... What choice do I have? I better just do it. Take the broom and dustpan and go to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other
I
words,
get a scale and a camera. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of plastic collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. What? Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It all makes sense when we're done.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced,
In other words,
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then,
But here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the other scale. Now, what might we expect to see? While normal assumption would be either they balance out or the pieces I collected would be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here.
so then,
Okay then, let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. Huh?
In other
That's
words,
the result of our experiment, and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you arrived at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Monokuma bottle experiment. It's trial time. And we will do the trial today.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping! Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake! Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial! You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It's already time. But the mystery of the locker room still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, whatever happens, I have to make something happen. Here we go. The door. Here we go. Look, Monokuma made his announcement. Everyone began to meet up one after another. And the ultimate martial artist! What's with that face? Electro murder mystery!
what?
What the? How I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. No matter how awful something is, if you pass it in smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes,
For
indeed!
example, you're on a picture and you find a dead body. That is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse?
Phew.
No matter how creepy something is, if you put it in a sad face, it makes it super negative.
yes,
For
indeed!
example, you have 100 friends.
What?
You're right, now doesn't make it too sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Not down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you ask a child after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think that that's the
Don't be
I
mean!
didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Listen, how dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Anyway, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Guys, there could be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. And then that person is here. That person is one of us. Here we go. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. And I went toward the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I can feel chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I get through this, it never gets any easier. We climb into our still prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as silently as always. Then the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the six of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of
Listen, you. You must be so lonely. You stayed at home. You say that like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder how will the class end? Will one more classmate again, or well, your school went to an end completely.
Now then.
Are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. Until the curtain opens for the fourth time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly last trial. Alright.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa! Deja vu!
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of these three is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing it. Alright. Get this started! You don't know, listen to it.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
I found it. Some concrete reason why Hina specific. I'm sure she mentioned it before.
It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That's the only...
Reason you have her accusing us?
No, that's wrong.
No, she has her own account.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all three of them. But does that mean one of them did it? Oh, we're right to it again. Yay. One evidence? Okay, pocket trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Okay.
I didn't either.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
I found what's for
Come on. There's no way none of you went. At least one of you is lying.
I know which one it is. Okay. There's a clear contradiction in something one of them said just now. If they didn't go see Sakura, then how did they explain it?
The fact that Sakura, there's no way that one of you is
I don't deny that I never went.
I didn't.
Yeah, same here. I never saw...
Yeah, you did hear.
No, that's wrong.
By the trash you have.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, Where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation!
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Well, what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. The reason I know that is when Sakura got the candy, Hiro got the candy for Hina. Sakura loved too much candy.
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message!
Well, what would a shiny message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true! I saw it for myself!
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
That is false.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime, so it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf.
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense!
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, it clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Magazine dying message. Okay, let's do this.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Okay.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
I care about that.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
Okay.
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
I believe you.
When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
Okay.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
No, it doesn't. He said that he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at the time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered!
What? What was wrong? This is a weird.
Shoot!
Crap.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you it was only after I found the
Magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
Why?
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you it was only after
I found the magazine tucked away on
the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
Okay, hopefully.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's
Body was discovered!
No, that's wrong!
There we go! Okay.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it?
Because of the words you just said from your mouth.
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%! Without a doubt, she wrote it! And this is me talking, so you know it's true!
No, it's not. Without a doubt. No, absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh, already? Crap.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof.
100% without that she wrote it, and this is me talking, so you know it's true. Crap.
This should prove it.
Really, hero? Is it?
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Alright, we're gonna end the episode for today. And we have started the trial. And we finished her investigation. And we were trying to learn that, you know, Sakura didn't write the dying message that we found in the magazine. I'll see you all guys later. Bye.